Venice Beach has a long history of counterculture and creativity. It's always drawn artists, rebels, and musicians who don't quite fit anywhere else. In the 1960s and 70s, it became a breeding ground for rock, folk, and the kind of music that didn't care much for rules. But by 2015, live music was fading. That's when Winston House appeared, not by design, but out of a love for music. What started as living room shows became a haven for artists and fans alike. By 2016, it was a space where emerging artists could perform freely, and big names could pop in for surprise sets. Today, Winston House endures with an even larger venue and presence right off the boardwalk. And in a city full of people chasing their passion, Winston House offers something rare, an unpretentious and community-driven home away from home for artists and music lovers alike. It's a reminder that Venice's creative pulse is still strong, still rough around the edges, and still real.
My name is Corey McGuire, and since 2016, I've been promoting live music on the west side of LA, provide that community, provide that space, and it just so happened to be that this loft I was living in kind of turned into it. Got some good advice from a friend. He was like, well, you live in this big loft with a bunch of friends. Why don't you just kind of show, don't tell type of advice. And so started putting on shows on Thursday nights. Literally all it was unknown artists that we knew or were able to get in touch with. Bieber was the first really big name that did something at Winston House, posted that on his Instagram, said the nicest things about us. And I think there was just such a need for new types of social destinations on the west side. And there was also a real need for live music. You know, we're really well known for the early Billie Eilish shows, Chappell Roan, Noah Kahan, and then I guess also throw in that there's so many talented artists and so few showcase opportunities in LA. You know, there's a lot of artists out there, but there are only so few nights, and so it was I think an exciting thing for a lot of new artists to get their first look there.
My name's Ruti, and I'm a singer-songwriter from the UK. I'm here at Winston House to perform at a showcase, and it's actually my first US gig as well. Obviously tonight I played acoustically. When I'm playing guitar and I'm singing, it doesn't really matter what it sounds like on the record, because in the moment it's just exactly how I feel when I made that song or when I sing that song, basically.
For a smaller group, I think they found a family there. You know, they came to LA and didn't really know anyone. You know, a lot of fear and anxiety, a lot of loneliness getting your career started, and they were able to find a family and a bond to people that made it possible to even stay here and not go insane, and not be too desperately lonely. And you know, those relationships for all of us are obviously really important.
Yeah, I've seen Venice Beach in film and TV, and when I arrived I was like, oh, I've seen this all. I feel familiar with this place weirdly. It's a lot warmer, in a kind of homely way. Because on TV it's oh, Venice Beach, that's amazing, and it's in LA and stuff. But here I'm I can smell the sea, and that reminds me of being at home, and it's also quite chill. It's a given seaside town. Not quite, obviously, the UK seaside town, but it's not too far away, weirdly.
I don't know, my view of how the music industry views Venice is one is I feel the industry kind of likes to saddle up alongside of it and get some kind of street cred from it. You know, Venice has such a crazy history when it comes to music and art and counterculture and skate, and obviously the Doors, everyone talks about the Doors got started here, and I think it's, you know, Alice in Chains after that, and Metallica being around, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers being here, and yeah, it's just cool. It's cool. The way I view Venice is there's just so much untapped potential here. There's a incredible boardwalk that has millions and millions of people that come and see it every year. I think most of them would be really excited for more music here, and more nightlife, more entertainment. And so the fact that Venice is kind of turning the corner, and there's just so many great people around here, around us, that are great local independent businesses that are trying to do their version of it, I think is only making the neighborhood better and more exciting for locals and anyone that would want to visit here. So it's not surprising at all, and it's nice to be a small part of it.